What's up guys, Lester here again, bringing you another guide. This time it's for Red 13's legendary bout. His is actually fairly easy with this build. I'll show you the build at the end of the video so you guys can kind of see how it works, and I'll explain it as well. But for the most part, you're just going to be spamming Blizzaga for the whole time. These guys usually die in one hit, but because that little frog kind of hopped away from the magic, he didn't get hit because it only magnifies to 3 targets. But as you can see, pretty easy first match there. This next enemy can be a little bit trickier just with how he charges at you a lot, so I would say get good with the parries, because if you're doing these legendary bouts and you plan on doing any of the other ones that you need for the platinum, you will have to get really good at the parrying mechanic. So this is without the parrying materia as well, so I'm trying my hand at parrying without that because it extends the window. But yeah, same thing again, just spamming magic. This one won't be as easy as the other rounds though, because you're using Faraga magic, and we don't actually have a few things linked to that. We're only using fire and ice magic, which gives us the ability to use Faraga. But just dodge around. This thing's fairly easy to dodge about. You can also parry it, which will give you some ATB. But yeah, all we're doing is dodging around, casting fire magic. If you want to maybe tweak the build at the end, I would recommend possibly adding like a heal or something like that if you're struggling. But like I said, Red does actually have a heal. So whenever you have a bit of vengeance mode, you can cast this and he'll heal himself up. It's the same with haste as well. He actually has the ability to haste the entire party, which is really good. So just follow along, just cast the Faraga magic, dodge about a few times, parry a few times, and this boss will go down pretty easy. The next boss thankfully is weak to Blizzaga magic. You could potentially use Blizzaga on this boss if you're struggling with the healing, because you will heal from using Blizzaga, but it just won't do as much damage and pressure it as well. So yeah, just watch along and I'll get to you guys in the next fight.
Let's end this. Oh, I'm gonna make you scared. Don't take it personally, alright? I think we did alright back there.
Right, so like I said, this one is actually weak to Blizzaga, so we're going to be using Blizzaga quite a lot. And this will heal us and also give us our MP back as well, which is awesome. Right, so use haste at the start of the battle, and then use ATB boost to boost yourself back up to 2 bars. And then what we're going to do is just start spamming the Blizzaga magic. And that'll give us our MP back and our HP if we're hurt. So then all we're going to do is dodge around and do damage, cast Blizzaga, rinse and repeat. You can also break the Toad's tongue, which will pressure it, but it only does that after a certain thing, and you can also parry the capture it does, which also allows it to stick its tongue out so you can break it. You can break it with just Blizzara, so you'll have to be able to cast 2 of them instead of just casting Blizzaga. Because we're doing Blizzaga for damage, but if you're wanting to break the tongue quicker, just use Blizzara. And also remember to take off Magnify, because I didn't actually realise that nullifies a little bit the damage. So yeah, if you parry that thing right there, the capture, he'll stick out his tongue so you can actually break it. And then after he does the whirling tongue thing, he just sits here. So you can cast whatever you want. I use Blizzaga there just for a little bit of extra damage and a little bit more pressure. And then he's almost staggered, so he's staggered right here. Get some more ATB. Cast another Blizzaga. And then build up your ATB bar as fast as possible while he's still staggered, so we can get more Blizzagas cast when he gets back up. And as you can see, we're quite close to our limit. I decided not to use the Gotterdammerung for this fight, just so I can show you guys without it. So in case you haven't done that brutal challenge with all the summons, then you'll still have a way to do this fairly easily. I did use it, I believe, in the XIII fight, but for Red you don't really need it. It's just because XIII has an annoying fight at the end that you can't really stagger that well. And then we have our limit, might as well use it. Doesn't kill it, but we're close enough. Just avoid this, because I believe that can frog you, and you don't really want that to happen in this fight. So parry, get a bit more bar back. Parry the capture finally. But he still actually bites you afterwards, so if you do parry the capture, just get out of the way. I didn't realise that at the time. So Blizzaga again, and he's dead. 2 more fights to go. This one's pretty much the same, just going to be dodging around, parrying, spamming Blizzaga magic, getting our health back, getting our MP back so we can just keep doing it. So same as before, haste, use ATB boost to get your bar back. And then instantly cast Blizzaga. And if you've been hit, you'll get your health back. Just like that. It does also knock it really far away, so preempt that. I didn't realise that Blizzaga was that strong. But just chase after the enemy and just start hitting him while he's on the ground. These enemies are really easy to parry as well, which is great. Because you're getting ATB back and you're stopping the damage. So now he's pressured. As soon as we cast another Blizzaga spell, he's going to be staggered. So I would potentially recommend just casting Blizzara here. And then building your ATB up and casting Blizzaga. I think I've managed to get one off before it actually goes back to normal. Yeah, so just about. Since it's swift cast, it does actually manage to come up before it gets back to normal. And then rinse and repeat. It's already on half health, so just evade its attacks, get your ATB back up, and just spam more Blizzaga. I'm surprised I didn't think of this build for the rulers fight, because I feel like this would be quite good. Especially if you use it on someone like Aerith. I might have to do a video like that. If you guys are watching this video and take that advice and maybe try the rulers fight with this build, let me know how it goes, because it'd be interesting to see. And then by the time you've staggered it this 3rd time or 2nd time, you'll have your limit break and you can just kill it. And then we're on to the last fight, which is one of the most fun ones. Right, and now we've got up against the Marlboro. You would usually be quite afraid during this fight, but this fight is simple. So same again, haste, ATB boost to get your bar back. And then as soon as it starts casting, get ready to cast Blizzara on its mouth. You can actually cast Blizzara and it'll break its mouth as well. I cast Blizzaga just because I'm unsure kind of how much damage it can take, but during the fight I figure it out. You can also parry its tentacles there, but since Red leaps around so much when he's attacking, it's really hard to get the parry off. Unless you just stand there like I'm trying to do here. But it's better to just attack him and get your ATB back. You can always heal up with the Blizzaga magic. So Blizzaga again. Get all our health back and all our MP. And he's more than halfway to being staggered. Best thing to do with the tentacles is just block them, because you're going to get vengeance mode instead of getting hit. So just keep attacking, get your ATB back up. And once it starts doing fetid haze, you're going to just do the same thing, because it doesn't damage you that much. As long as you don't get hit by bad breath or anything like that, you're going to be fine. So casting Putrid Breath again, you can back up. Just get a bit of ATB, but just make sure not to get hit by it. And since I've only got 1 bar here, this is where I try out Blizzara. And it does actually work. So yeah, there you go. Completely staggered, so now you've got free reign to get some more ATB and cast whatever you want to cast. Its stagger bar does go down quite fast though, I've noticed. So I don't think I even managed to get Blizzaga off before it becomes normal again. No. But it still does 9999 damage. So right, so 1 more Blizzaga. Pretty much almost dead. It'll start casting Fetid Haze now because it's getting close to death. But like I said, don't be afraid of it. I was a little bit afraid at the start here because I was thinking I was going to take more damage. But you can see my health going down. I'm going to heal that by casting Blizzaga. So cast Haste again, just to get your ATB going again. ATB boost because it's been about a minute. And then cast your Blizzaga magic, and as you'll see, all your health and all your MP is back. This build is amazing. I'm glad I used this for Cait Sith. The only thing is with Cait Sith build, it feels like you need to parry a lot more. Because in these fights I haven't actually given the characters healing magic. So if you're not good with parries, I wouldn't recommend doing this entire build. Maybe put a bit of healing magic in there as well, or switch out some of the materia. And now we've pressured it again and staggered it, we can just use our limit. And goodbye, Great Marlboro. And that's it for Red's fight. His is actually really quick, especially with his build. and I do like the way that Red's moveset works. But I will show you guys kind of how the build works right after this. So as you can see, this isn't the first time I've done it. This is just a repeated try just to see how quick I can get it. And yeah, 6 minutes 42, not bad. But I will show you guys the build just now. Right, so the red build goes as follows. We've got the Amethyst Collar, the Cetron Bracer, Choco King's Cape for extra ATB at the start of the match, so we've got 2. We have Fire and Ice Magic, Elemental Magic. You could probably swap these around, because they're not that good together. Ice Magic, Swift Cast Magic so we can cast it really quick, Time Materia for the haste, ATB boost for more bar, then we've got First Strike for more bar, so we've got 2 at the start, and then we've got Ice Materia. You can remove this. I kind of did half a build here. I didn't realize that I just left that one Ice Materia there, but yeah, as you can see it still works. HP Absorb Ice Materia, MP Absorb Ice Materia, which will allow you to do both the HP and the MP Absorb from hitting things. And then you've got Ice Materia and Magnify. So as you can see at the start, when we do it on the frogs, they all die like really quickly. You don't need to bother with them. And then you're basically up against one target at a time. But like I said, you can switch the elemental magic around. The only thing is, it does sometimes absorb damage from the elephant, just with how his actual spray counts as ice magic. You can also put Gilgamesh on here as well if you want to summon in one of the battles, if you're struggling with one of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. You can basically ignore these things on the weapon. They didn't really do very much, apart from maybe the limit break damage. But yeah, just put whatever you want on there, and that's pretty much the build. Red's was pretty easy. You'll see the same sort of build with Kate Sith, except maybe tweaked a little bit more. And Yuffie's build is pretty much just a kind of standard build. But I will let you guys go and hopefully try that out for yourself. And yeah, if it has been helpful, remember to sub to the channel. Follow for more. I will actually be streaming Final Fantasy hard mode later on tonight, because I'm literally getting the platinum after I finish the last chapter. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed these videos, let me know, and let me know what kind of builds are working for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.